It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our featured matchup tonight out in Toronto, where the Raptors will be going up against the Houston Rockets. For this Rocket squad, they've been dealing with a lot of challenges. Just one win over the last 7 games. They're not happy with how they're playing, looking to make amends tonight. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers. That's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like, I know this is our, 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
I didn't know the midpoint was the 82nd game. But anyway, injuries start to take a toll.
No, but we've done 87 2 games. Doesn't mean the teams.
We've done a lot of games in our role here in the
right.
We
get 2 games a night, remember?
On the set.
Yeah, anyway, I was saying the injuries, they start to take a toll. Not just the big ones, the little ones. Type of injuries I hate are the freak injuries. One time, Ernie, I was walking with my shoes off, stubbed my toe.
That's called barefoot.
That's a freak injury. Stubbed my toe, is out for 6 weeks. So you got to get rest, eat well.
Well, if you kick a brick wall, that's not a...
And man up.
Yeah, maybe you should. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Barefoot.
At the small forward, the other forward position.
We are live, the home of the Raptors in downtown Toronto, the Air Canada Centre. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. You look at Houston. Things have really gone south on them. Over the course of the last 7 games, they've gone 1-6.
Kevin, I have not been able to quite identify what the problem's been for this team, but obviously neither have they because they continue to struggle. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's been a dead end.
Yeah, an effort, to your point, really not the issue, but you do have to wonder whether or not they have the right pieces to the puzzle, or at least have them in the right places. So some adjustments are going to have to be made, and I think that's going to be the challenge for this coaching staff.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Boozer, and it's Martin in at the point guard position. Now here's Lowry. Carlos Boozer unable to get his shot to go. 11 feet away. Hits the front of the rim and out. And it's Houston's ball. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played. But they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
I'd venture to guess, Greg, that if that game was played in their building instead of on the road, they win it.
Here's Martin after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Toronto.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Lowry. Stolen by Martin. Ariza against Lowry. Martin goes in. No luck.
Fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Here's Valanciunas. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Valanciunas has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here's Martin, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of this game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Stay tight on him.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Martin against Lowry. On the wing, DeRozan. Harden with the defensive effort. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Martin with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Martin the pass to Boozer. Martin kicks to Harden. Clock at 6. And it's Boozer atop the key. Here's Martin. Another miss by Houston. Raptors with the lead. Outside Lowry. The fadeaway. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Pass to Harden. He feeds it to Boozer. And some nice passing there by Houston. Martin kicks to Harden. Unloads from 9. That one goes. Count it.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
Now here is Lowry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Toronto leading by 4. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Toronto. He said a big key for them will be containing Carlos Boozer offensively, adding, he's a player who can spread the floor with his jump shot or take you down the block, and it's tough to match his strength inside. Defensively, they'll look to keep length in front of him and limit his offensive rebounding. Sounds like a good game plan, guys. We'll see how they do it.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Now here is Martin. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York. Another miss by Martin.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Three-pointer, Lowry. Here's Biyombo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player. I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Lowry drives in. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run. And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Now the feed to Joseph. Valanciunas sets a screen for Joseph. Lets it go. Got a hand on it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Terrence Ross is checked in for Toronto. Raptors leading by 6. And so in the game for the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Caspi is out there with Alexis Ajinça. And it's Martin in at the 1 spot. Lowry kicks to Patterson. DeRozan in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Rockets shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Here's Martin. Biyombo with the block. DeRozan against Ariza. Here's Patterson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Raptors.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Valanciunas is checked in for Toronto. Lowry against Martin. And it's Lowry penetrating. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Martin from outside, and that one's good. Martin's got 6 points in the quarter. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Screen by Valanciunas. Goes up to the stripe. Again, the miss by Lowry. The Rockets trail. Caspi dishes to Martin. The pass to Caspi. Back to Martin. Shot clock at 5. It's Harden with the drive.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Outside Lowry. But they recover it. Out to DeRozan. A second chance effort. Jump shot is good that time. DeRozan's got 8.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Raptors third.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
And that one falls for Martin.
It's been a good one for Martin. He's got 11 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Check out the story on Jonas Valanciunas. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 7th in field goal percentage, 8th in blocks, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And, you know, back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3. His consistent shooting creates a lot of openings in the defense.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks made a big difference. He had 27 points, and he also was creating for others by getting the ball in a position to score it. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Here's Ariza. Patrick Patterson picking up that last bucket. Ariza passes to Martin. The Rockets with another miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's DeRozan. Can't get it to go. Good D by Harden. Rockets trail by 4. And Caspi kicks to Martin. Lowry with the block. DeRozan dishes to Patterson. Here's Marsh. The shot is off. And Houston the other way now. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And this is the first of 2 games between the two, East versus West, so they don't see a whole lot of one another.
Yeah, and Greg, for me, that just raises the intrigue level. Some matchups we don't get to see that often. Well, I'll be watching this one closely. You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling.
For Houston, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. So we've reached the end of the first half.
Okay, fans, put your hands. Okay, fans, put your hands.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Freak really making a difference here.
And the approach in that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
And mostly he's been getting to the line, guys. I mean, he has the free throw total to show for it, as well as the bumps and bruises.
Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Marsh in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
And that's a foul called an Alexis Ajinça. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, team's first.
Raptors leading by 12. Lowry with the ball. Boozer with the rebound.
Move it. Move it.
And here's Martin. Feeds to Boozer. Back to Martin. He gets stolen by Lowry. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. For Toronto, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Marsh. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Rockets trail by 14. Martin gets to Ariza. Ring shot on the way. That doesn't go either for Martin.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Good D by Ariza. The Rockets shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Outside Martin. It's Ariza on the wing. Outside for Martin. Houston moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Harden. And that one's good. Harden's got 5 now.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Lowry against Martin. Here's DeRozan. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 12. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Bulls in Chicago.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Screen by Valanciunas. Off the screen, and it's DeRozan missing.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
with the pause in the action. Let's look at the numbers for DeMar DeRozan. Right around 21 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
Some guys just have the gift, and he's one of them. You need points, he's your go-to guy.
And the Raptors making a change here. Biyombo's checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Casspe's checked in. Biyombo with the block. Outside DeRozan. There's the double team with Martin. Here's Marsh. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Move it.
It's Martin on the wing. Lowry covering. Boozer passes to Harden. To the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Lowry drawing the double team. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. But they'll get another chance. Here's DeRozan. Harden with the defensive effort.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Casspe. And that one's good. Caspe's got 7 points.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Martin against Lowry. Floats one up. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Ariza's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Harden kicks to Martin. Boozer up top. Nice feed from Valanciunas. Raptors leading by 9. 1:36 left to play in the 3rd. DeRozan against Martin. Off the screen. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Toronto.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
And the Raptors with some changes. Ross, he's checked in for Jonas Patterson. He's checked in for Toronto. DeRozan comes in for Ross. Raptors leading by 16. Taking a look at the Rockets. Martin, he's in at point guard. Corey Brewer is out there with Wright. Then it's Alexis Ajinça, and it's Harden in at the shooting guard. Now here's Patterson. Here's Powell. Sweet little floater.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Wright sets a screen. It's Harden with the drive. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Now, here's Joseph, covered by Martin. Goes up on the block. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Biyombo, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Powell. And then for Houston, Boozer comes in for Wright, and Trevor Ariza is subbed in for Brewer. Here's Joseph, following the basket by Freak. Outside DeRozan. Valanciunas with a screen on Ariza. Just 5 to shoot, and it's DeRozan missing.
Move it.
Well, he used his body well to lean around the defender. It's always going to be difficult to convert that shot, though.
Martin dishes to Boozer. Back to Martin. From beyond the arc. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Raptors leading by 17. Lowry with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Lowry passes to Patterson. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game. Boozer kicks to Martin. No good. Nice D from DeRozan. Raptors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Valanciunas. The 10-footer finds the target. Rockets trail by 21. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Here's Boozer. Inside, here's Harden. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And a wide open look for Valanciunas. Rebounded by Ajinça. Ajinça's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ariza goes in. He dishes it to Ajinça. And it comes off the front of the rim. Raptors leading by 19. Lowry with the ball. And it's Martin picking him up. Martin against Lowry. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Houston. Boozer's got 4 rebounds in this game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Outside, Martin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your defense.
Raptors leading by 16. Now here is Lowry. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Take a look at what Kyle Lowry's been doing. He has 8 points and 7 assists. He's had great awareness out there, exploiting those passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And Clark, it's as if he's been a step ahead of everyone else out there today.
Now here's Harden. Boozer with a screen for Harden. Here's Martin. Another miss by Martin.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
DeRozan against Harden. Back to Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Williams. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
We got to forget about that one.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
Overall, just a rock-solid outing for him. It's hard to point to any one area of the game because he was so good on both ends of the floor. He was dialed in defensively,
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
An average Joe with a simple.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, fellas, good practice. I need that same intensity out here consistently. The coaching staff will be around if you need anything.
corners is the hot spot full of mad criminals who don't care. Nuzzling, we all stare at the. The town is they better break north.